Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new around here, my name's Dannielle and I'm an Essex-based mum of one to a little boy named Leo who's 2.5. Now today I wanted to share with you my 10 top toy recommendations that I could use to keep my toddler entertained. Now these are toys that are really well tried and tested and that I really do recommend. So I'll start in no particular order. I'm just going to go through them all, and any that I can link down below I will do. Some of them were gifts, so I will do my best to find out where they're from. So the first one that I wanted to start with is the Orchard toy games that you can get. Now we've got quite a few of these, but I've just picked up a couple to show you. I've got the shopping list game, which we got for Christmas, and the farmyard heads and tails games. And we've got like Dinosaur dominoes and stuff like that, and they're just really easy to follow, really age appropriate, and it's a really nice way to interact with your little one. Leo's at an age now that he constantly wants us to play with him, and we do a lot of like, say, baby-led play where we will just follow his lead, and sometimes that can be really tricky for us to join in with him because whatever we do, we're doing it wrong. But this is just a really nice time that we can do as a family. We can sit down, you know, even if it's 10-15 minutes or something in the evening. It's really lovely to be able to do this with Leo, and he's learnt so much like vocabulary and animals and stuff like that from doing this. So yeah, I'd really recommend these because they've been such a nice little game to play with him. They're also really handy if you're going on holiday or something. You can easily pack those in your suitcase and you've got some entertainment as well, obviously when you are allowed to get away again. The second thing I wanted to share is a Play-doh set. Play-doh is obviously really good for like their sensory needs. We got this one from the Pound Shop, the online one. I think it was about £4 or £5 if I remember correctly, but this is like a full set, so it came with a few different Play-dohs which we've added to, and then we've got some like moulds that make dinosaur shapes, like a cutting tool, a roller, stuff like that. This has just provided him with hours of entertainment, and it was a really good price actually. The little like moulds and stuff we'll obviously just keep, and we'll just keep replacing the Play-doh as and when needed. But yeah, that's a really good one that has provided us with lots of opportunity for a hot cup of tea. My next one was actually a recommendation from a childminding friend of mine. It is this magnetic drawing board set. I'll get it out to show you because I think that doesn't really explain it very well. But when we could go out to a restaurant, this is like our restaurant pack at the moment. This has just been a game changer for us. Recently we've let him have it indoors and play with it at home because he's missed it so much and he keeps asking to go to a restaurant, and I honestly think it's just because of this. So one side you have got a chalkboard, which it comes with a chalk and the rubber, and on the other side is a whiteboard, and it's also magnetic. And you get these, we've got the dinosaur one, they're magnets, but they're like a puzzle, a lot of them, so like you put the dinosaur together. It comes with quite a fair amount, and it stands up like this. Now every time we've had this out at a restaurant, we always get comments on this, whether it be from other people in the restaurant like dining or staff, just saying how lovely it is for him not just to have a screen like plonked in front of him. It's really interactive, and we can obviously play with him, we can draw with him, and we can talk about the dinosaurs and help him put them together and stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a screen that's waiting in my bag if all else fails, but I like to save that to like my really like last resort, because once we get that out, we know we've only kind of got 15 minutes before he's fed up and then he wants to go home. So yeah, this one has been an absolute game changer, lifesaver when it comes to keeping him entertained. If we do get to go away this year, this will definitely be coming with us on the aeroplane because we know this will provide him with so much entertainment. My next one that I've got is the Schleich and Papo Dinosaurs. Excuse me. And this has helped Leo learn so many of the dinosaur names. He's so into dinosaur, as you'll probably tell by this video. But like this one is a Cryolophosaurus, so we will obviously learn the name when it arrives and it's got the tag on it. But he absolutely loves them. He loves the ones that like open their mouths like this. They're really sturdy. They all stand up, which to a toddler apparently is a really important thing. Some of the cheaper ones that we've got, as much as there are some good ones from like Home Bargains and B&M, stuff like that, they don't always stand up, and he finds that so frustrating. But these all stand up. They are absolutely break proof, I'm sure. He has not managed to break any of them. Honestly, they're so hard wearing that we will just keep these forever, I think. And that also leads me on to my next one, which is the Schleich animal collection, or the Papo animal collection. Now, we started collecting the Schleich animals when Leo was 2. So he plays with them with my sister and my nephew, because my nephew collects them also. He's a little bit older than Leo, and we knew that he would love them. So when people kept asking us, what can we buy him for his birthday, we explained we were going to start collecting the Schleich animals, and if there was any animals they wanted to contribute. Some of them are literally like £3.99, so people really didn't have to spend what they did. They could buy 2, they could buy 1. Do you know what I mean? Like they go up to like £15.99 for some of the bigger ones, like the elephant like this. But he has such a huge collection, and he knows the biggest variety of animals. Honestly, some of like my friends and family have said we don't even know what this animal is. I'll try and insert a little video now for you so you can see how he is with his animals. Leo, we've got some animals here, and I want you to tell me what they are. Are you ready? What is this one?
Madagascar lemur.
A Madagascar lemur, good boy. Now, what is this one?
An Arctic fox.
An Arctic fox, good boy. Now, what is this one?
Armadillo.
An armadillo. Yeah? Pardon you. Now, what is this one?
That's a talkie bird on wood.
A talkie bird on wood. Yeah. Now, what is this one?
That's a red panda.
That's a red panda. Now, what is this one?
That's a Komodo dragon.
A Komodo dragon. Good boy. So he has got all different ones like quokka and wombat and stuff like that. He knows them all. He lines them all up. He makes a little safari with them. To be honest, these are his favourite, the animals, I would say. He plays with them all day long. If he goes to my sister's for childcare, he plays with them all day long there. And if we ever get to go to playgroup again, when we did go to playgroup, they have a little selection of animals and he just gravitates to them. Honestly, these keep him entertained for hours. New game that we've started playing recently to try and introduce like phonetics and stuff into his world, because he's not really learning anything like that at the moment, is we will say like, can you find me the animal that begins with a L, and then he'll have a look and give us like a lion or a lemur, something like that, and that has worked really well. So I just thought I would share that with me. This was actually a gift, and I have featured it on my channel before. It's the First Steps Learning Library. It's a matching pairs puzzle. I think it's got, does it say how many? It's 45 in there, and they're different themes. So you've got like animals and food, random things like farm, like tractors and a barn and stuff like this. Leo still does play with this, but I put this down to Leo's like extensive vocabulary that he's had from a really young age, because we were playing this well before age 2. I would say like when he hit 1, we were playing with this, and he was just learning all the words, and he really loved like matching them up. He never used to be able to like do the puzzle piece properly, but now he can. So we can literally set out one of everything like across our floor, and there is quite a lot, and it does cover a lot of space, and then we can just keep handing them to him, and he will find them and tell us what they are. So that's been a really good one to get his speech going, so I really recommend this one. Okay, my next one I wanted to share is a doctor's set. I think role play at this age is so important, and it is so cute to play with them when they're like this. I'll try and put a few photos on screen now of Leo dressed in his doctor's kit, because it's just so adorable. So we got this one. We actually got it as a gift for Christmas, but he did ask for it. It was on his list, and it comes with lots of wooden bits, and a lot of it is to do with like dentistry in here as well, which is obviously really relevant because I am a qualified dental nurse, so I do still work part-time as a nurse. Yeah, it's just got all the little bits in there, like little tablets, and they've got little magnets on them, so they all stick together in the bunch. Yeah, we've had hours of entertainment with this, and he absolutely loves it. This has actually really helped Leo. It came with this notepad. It's like a patient information thing. Obviously he can't write, but he pretends like this. And when we've practiced with him, he can now recite his full name, his birthday, where he lives, and all that kind of stuff. And that's just through playing this little game. Just because that's what we'd ask him, and then he'd be like, oh, I don't know. And then we'd tell him, and now he knows it. So yeah, that's really sweet. It's nice to get some learning in there as well. Okay, another one that I have shared on here before is the felt sticker books. Now I have rebought these so many times for friends and family when they've had like toddlers and stuff like that, like their birthdays and Christmas, because it's such a lifesaver as well. Another one for like a restaurant or a flight when we can go. Just keeps him entertained for hours, or when you need some quiet time, this has been really handy. He will sit and do that. So you've got all the different scenes in there, and then you've got all the felt stickers that just go on there, and obviously they can reuse them over and over again, whereas unlike if you get a normal sticker book, which we do still get sometimes, obviously once they've done it, it's done, and they're not interested anymore, are they? So yeah, this is really handy. He's had this since, I'm sure it was just before he was 1. We'd always sit with him and do it with him, but now he will just get this out and play with it, and once he's finished he knows to put all the little bits away so they don't get lost, so that's really sweet. Another one I wanted to share to do with learning again actually is this Wipe Clean. It's a numbers and colours learning to write book. Leo won't follow these just yet. We'd like him to, but he's one of those, we've sort of tried to get him to do it, and now because we've sort of asked him to do something, he like point blank won't do it. So our like New Year's resolution is after dinner we put this in front of him whilst we're cleaning up, and we just let him get on with it with no pressure or anything like that. And his grip with the pen has just naturally formed over the past couple of weeks, and he will like colour in the llama. So like on here, he will colour it in, but he's actually got really good at like staying inside the lines and stuff now. So that's, his control was obviously really improved. So we're going to keep doing that after dinner. No pressure, just letting him get on with it. We'll come over and ask him what he's doing, have a chat about sort of what he's reading about, try and do some of the counting bits. But anything that's too lead with Leo, when it comes to learning, he's just not interested and he just completely backs off. So if you've got any tips with that, please let me know in the comments down below, because I would love to be able to do more learning with him. I just don't know what approach to take, because when I do try and do it, he backs off and he climbs up and he doesn't want to do it. So the last thing that I wanted to share is actually a bath toy. My friend sent this over to us from Australia when Leo done his potty training last March. This is a dinosaur thing they like stick onto the bath. They also come with this that floats, and they like go in like this. This has saved many a bath time. It's like not worn or anything like that. It's really durable. He plays with this every day in the bath. He loves all the little dinosaurs and stuff that come in it. We just wipe it clean after every use. It goes in the little bag. You can stick it up, or we'd put it in our bath box once it's clean and dry. And he absolutely loves it. If you've got any recommendations, I would love to hear from you, because I'm always looking out for new things to entertain Leo. You know what it's like, especially in lockdown at the moment. You're just clutching on to anything, aren't you, really, just to get them not to be too bored and drive you insane. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd love it if you'd like and subscribe down below. Bye guys.